A very good afternoon. See, till now, in the past 5 semesters or in the past 6 semesters, you would have studied or you would have familiar about the lab with respect to electronics. And those labs, the frequency that you have used will be somewhat low. As far as the frequency is concerned, you would have used these kinds of CRO, and that CRO, if you see the range, that is said to be 0 to 30 megahertz. 0 to 30 megahertz. But now we are going to lead a lab with respect to radio frequency range. There is a difference between the frequency range. There, in those labs, we have not dealt with radio frequency. But now we are dealing with a lab called RF and microwave lab, and here we will be dealing with RF frequency, radio frequency. Can you get my point?
Sir.
Because a simple example I can able to give you. In those labs, in order for the supply, what is the supply you have used there? Like this, you would have seen a supply over there. What is the supply name? RPS, regulated power supply, you would have used. But here, radio frequency range. So, a normal regulated power supply, you would have, in a breadboard, you would have given some components and you would have given power supply over there. And the power supply range எவ்வளவு வச்சிருப்பீங்க? ஒரு 5 volt வச்சிருப்பீங்க. இல்லனா ஒரு 10 volt செட் பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. But as far as radio frequency lab is concerned, we cannot able to use normal power supply. So, for frequency range is high, so accordingly we have to use a power supply. So that is called as klystron power supply and gun supply. So these are two kinds of power supply used for radio frequency range. Can you able to understand this?
Yes.
See, there RPS, but here KPS. That is regulated power supply. Here klystron power supply. That's all it. And breadboard. You have used now breadboard, resistor, capacitor. So there physically you can able to use that. But here frequency range is high, so we won't use any a normal capacitor or normal lumped elements. Here we will be making use of some E plane T, H plane T and directional coupler. So these are some of the components. In order to show the difference, I am saying you, they are like resistor, capacitor you would have used, but as far as radio frequency lab is concerned, the components that we are going to use is entirely different from those kinds of digital lab or microprocessor lab, because the frequency range is high over here. Okay?
Yes.